Welcome to Mirror's Edge in 2022. This is one of the coolest first-person shooters of all time. It's one of my favorite first-person games. It released in 2008, developed by DICE. This is a free-running parkour game that you can pick up for next to nothing now, and you 100% should. If you've not played Mirror's Edge, get it. It's a great game. It's worth your time. And if you have played it, it's probably time for another playthrough. You may have forgotten that this game has like a dozen ways for you to accomplish like just about everything. Like even this little section right here, there's a lot of ways to do exactly what I just did. Oop, and I've literally never grabbed onto the door handle like that before. So the story in this game is you are a runner. You're the last bastion of free speech in this futuristic, dystopian, Orwellian society. All forms of communication are monitored and censored by the government. That's why runners are basically illegal. You carry messages that are not censored from rooftop to rooftop, and that's why you're pretty much hunted all the time by the cops. I'm gonna skip the cutscene at the bottom of this elevator. That way I don't spoil the story for any of you who are new to the game. Just know the police are after us now, and we want to get out of here. So this game did not meet sales expectations, unfortunately. Back in 2008, they were hoping for 3 million sales. They only sold about 1.5 million. I think a few years later it came out, they sold closer to 2.5 million. But needless to say, it was not the commercial success they were hoping it was going to be. And that was a bummer because fans went nuts for this game. If you played it back in the day, there was nothing like this game. Still is nothing like it, honestly. Up and over. Oh! I missed the railing, bummer. But in 2016, Mirror's Edge Catalyst came out, the sequel to Mirror's Edge. Even though it's not really a sequel, it's kind of like a reboot of the story. Like, they took the characters a little bit different direction, which is unfortunate. It was confusing. I don't know why they did that instead of just making an actual sequel to this game. So while Mirror's Edge is a very linear, mission-oriented game, I think there's like 9 or 10 missions in it. Also cool sequence right here. Mirror's Edge Catalyst was an open world style game. It did have linear missions, but it had with it like an open world that allowed you to do like secondary tasks and quests in it. Me personally, I love Mirror's Edge a lot more than Catalyst. I don't think Catalyst is like a horrible game, but I would just say that if you're gonna play one of the two, I highly recommend playing Mirror's Edge. Or playing both. You can pick them up really cheap, and they're not long games. I think if I go to the right here, I can do that. Sweet. And then you can jump on here, jump over here, woo, and totally get shot up by the helicopter. Why this game is so fun, again, like I said, is there's even right here. Oh no! Oh wow! That was so lucky. Even right there, there's like 3 different ways that you can accomplish that. Needless to say, I don't think we're ever going to get another Mirror's Edge game, unfortunately. Or we're just going to fall onto our back. There we go. Whee! Wow, this game was so good and so cool, man. If you have played Mirror's Edge over the years, shout out in the comments below. All right, I'm going to try something risky here. It rarely works, but I think you can basically wall run over them. Don't die, don't die, don't die, Dragoon, no! Oh, dang it. You could wall run, jump over them, and then get right into the elevator super quickly. I did not make it happen, unfortunately. But you can even see there, we took a little bit of a different route. I looked online and I didn't see very many mods for the original Mirror's Edge, unfortunately. If you guys know of some cool Mirror's Edge mods, let me know about it down in the comments below, please. I see that Catalyst has mods, but this game doesn't seem to have a whole lot of them, unfortunately. I would have thought like a fan game for Mirror's Edge would have been made at this point, right? Now Catalyst, Catalyst reviewed really, I think, pretty well on Steam, and then on other places like 8 and 9s out of 10s. So, oops. We'll run back over here. Also, if you've played some Mirror's Edge and you like this game, please shout out in the comments. I find that the newer crop of players never heard about Mirror's Edge. So there's a lot of people who've just never seen this game in action. I love this mission too. I mean, how many games have this style color palette, by the way? Bloomed out, crazy saturated colors. Now, Catalyst, I think, did sell like 2.5 million copies, so a little bit more out of the gate. Perhaps, you know, the EA marketing machine was a little bit better. I honestly think you could probably do like a Mirror's Edge movie if you wanted to. But this is a world I would love some more stuff in. It does go to show you, too, back in 2007 and 2008, you think about the games that were releasing. I mean, COD starting to take off, like, massively. And Halo, I mean, it was so big for first-person games. And DICE was like, we're going to create a free-running game. We're going to have this kind of an experiment. I'm just kind of bummed that, like, we don't get more. Whee! Grind it over his head. Let's go. I'm bummed we don't get more creative attempts at stuff like this in the first-person space, you know? Whee! You were supposed to do the full vault there, Faith. And up the ladder we go. I don't know. I feel like every developer tends to play a little bit safer in the first-person department, because taking too big a financial risk these days is, you know, tough if you're not making a live service style game or something that's going to give you that recurring revenue. But yeah, Mirror's Edge in 2022. It's worth your time. It's worth checking out. You've never played this game. If you have played it too, just give it a shot. Show some love for Mirror's Edge in 2022. Okay. Come on. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Good faith. No word on what's got the blues so trigger happy, but I'll keep on it. And don't worry about your sis, okay? We'll fix it.